Hey guys, and welcome back to the Forager Nuclear series. In this episode, we're just going to continue what we did last episode. If you don't remember, we got the slime sword here, and we also got this slime wallet, and we're going to continue with collecting the slime gear by getting the slime pickaxe and the slime bow, and maybe even the basic shovel today. But to get the slime pickaxe, we're going to need these bottled torch bugs. So, we're going to need to be collecting sand, make glass to make these bottles. For now, let's just make two of those, and let's go harvest our fishing traps. And we just got some fish for today, that's okay, we could do some food anyway. So, I'm going to go and turn all this iron into iron ingots, because we need the iron to make this basic shovel here, and we also need the iron for the slime bow, for which we also need wood and obviously jelly. So, while that iron is going, I'm just going to go around and search the island for any wood we can find, and any more iron ores as well. And talk of the devil, there's a lot of them here, so I'm going to go on a quick climb map and collect all of them. I'll be back in a minute. Let's do this. Hey again guys, I'm back. I did my best to collect as many resources as I could, as you could see, but more of them are constantly spawning in. So, now, since we leveled up, let's go see what skills we can get. And like I said at the end of last episode, I think I'm going to go right ahead and get the geology skill here, so that all rocks drop coal. Therefore, we'll never have to worry about a shortage later on as we did last episode. Speaking of last episode, it ended up being quite a bit longer than I expected it to be. So, leave a comment down below telling me if you prefer the longer episodes or if you prefer shorter 10-12 minute ones like the first episode, or whether you prefer the longer half-an-hour episodes. For now, after we collect the iron, let's go see, and we can already make the basic shovel or the slime bow. And I think I'm going to go right ahead and make the shovel first. In the meantime, I'm going to just finish collecting up these resources here, and I'm actually going to see if we can build another second forge, and we can't yet, but if we just come right over here and make some bricks and convert all of my ores into ingots, we should hopefully be able to get another one of those running. So as usual, just collecting more resources, and another goal for this episode guys is to unlock yet another island and capture as many torch bugs as we can, because not only will we need them for this pickaxe, but we need them for future pickaxes, we need them for the druid's quest, and we need them for the museum here, which we haven't actually entered yet. But we'll be doing that later when we finally start completing some of the bundles in there. And this right here guys is the reason I'm making the shovel first. These here are digging spots. You can dig them up and have a chance to find rare items such as the artifacts which you will need to collect to craft powerful weapons and amulets, but also to complete the museum here. Yet again, I keep talking about it, we're going to be doing it later in the series. So for now, let's just go around, collect resources from the animals, collect resources from the plants and the rocks, and just sort of gather as much stuff as we can and do our best to really get our foothold in, like I said last episode. And there's more slime spawning in yet again. We had a bit of a slime explosion last time, a lot of them around on my island. But thankfully, it seems to have died down a bit now. It seems that my stuff's done, so I'm just going to go right ahead and build that second forge. It seems I need to move out the way first, and then if we go to industrial forge, and that's in the wrong place. That's embarrassing. Gonna have to break this and rebuild it now, which I think that may waste the resources. No, we get them back, but do we need more? No, we don't, which is nice. And there we go, a second forge. And just kill this slime here. There's a lot of them spawning in yet again. Collect our fishing traps, get more fish, more food going, which is good because we seem to still be running a bit low on that. Later on, when we get these feeds collecting automatically, that won't be as much of a problem, thankfully. Another thing I think we might do today, guys, is maybe get some banks running and get some passive income for buying future islands, because they get quite expensive later on, which you'll see very soon. Currently they're only about 60, 80 coins per island, but they get into the 10,000s by the time we'll be exploring the fire biome to the south of this grassy plain area. But before that, we have 4 other biomes, including this one to explore. So for now, I think I'm just gonna go here and here on Vault Island, as we dubbed it last episode, build more bridges to expand the land once again, and look in the economic tab and see what do I need to make a bank. More steel and more bricks. So, to start off with, let's go right ahead and make as many bricks as we can. And it seems we're out of coal, which is not nice. So, I'm going to go AFK for a bit and wait for some more rocks to spawn in, and then we'll test out this geology skill. Actually, here we are. We got the basic shovel, which we can use to dig up dirt to plant crops or to find items. So let's just use this out here to show an example, and there you go. More sand and more money. And over here, what are we going to get? Sand and bones, which will be useful later. Another chicken, which we can kill to get the meat from. And a fairy over here, which we can, in fact, use this bottle here to trap the fairy to use for later. So I'm just going to quickly harvest the fishing traps, guys. And then we'll go AFK and wait for some more rocks to spawn in so we can test out that geology skill. See you in a bit. Hey there again, guys. As you can see, after just a couple of minutes, more resources have spawned in. So I'm going to start off by collecting these fishing traps quickly. And we're just going to go right ahead and collect all of these up. Now later, when I unlock the recipe for sprinklers, I will be farming things like this cotton and these berries. But for now, I will just be collecting them up and storing them for later use. And, oh, looking at this, we still have a bit of a slime problem here on the island. I do wonder how we can possibly move towards fixing that, but we'll see. Maybe they'll stop spawning in, maybe they won't. Hopefully we won't have as much of a problem as last time, but we have our new slime gear now, so hopefully we will be able to stop them from doing too much damage to us. And as you can see, guys, all of these rocks are dropping coal now, which will be nice and useful. We've got 10 of it currently, but we'll have lots more once we collect all the rocks around. So we will also need this wood for that bow, so we'll collect that too. And come right over here and collect this rock as well, not for the stone, but as expected for the coal that we can get. Oh, and give that an artifact spot. And we got some sand and some gold, which is good because we need that sand to make glass right here. And turn all of those ores we just collected into ingots right here. And continue going around and just collecting these resources. And look at this, there's a chicken, but also yet another slime. I do wonder if there's a way to stop these things from spawning in, because there's 2 of them right here. We really do get around, but once again, guys, another digging spot, more sand and bones. Bones will be useful for the quest in the graveyard biome when we eventually get there, but for now we'll just be collecting them. And here we are, just as expected, collecting resources, and later on in the episode we're actually going to buy another island, and possibly another 2 like we did last time. Because whereas I did do that accidentally, it did offer sort of more areas for us to explore, more ways to gather resources, and it made just collecting stuff go a lot quicker. And yet again, guys, another artifact spot here, let's go see what we get. And just some sand and some coins. And we'll go right ahead, and I think I'm just going to cut till when I have the rest of these resources collected, so I'll see you in a minute. I'm back again, guys, after collecting up the resources, and as you can tell, we leveled up again, so we're going to go be checking that out in a minute, right after just turning all of these ores into ingots. And let's go see what skills we can get. So looking at this list, it seems that we can get farming, which will unlock windmills and sprinklers, which will let us begin our farm, but I think that's going to be something we'll do next lesson. For now, video. Next video. And for now, I think I'm just going to get, either this pet skill or this magic skill to gain extra XP whenever we do anything. So I'm going to go right ahead and collect that. And that way we should be gaining extra XP, and it should make it a lot easier to level up more and collect more stuff. And here, another artifact spot, and nice, got a topaz, which means we got every gem. and it seems like we're already running out of space in these vaults, so we'll probably do have more space in those. I know there is a skill later on that lets us get more space, but we probably won't be getting that until much later in the series. But we will eventually, because we will be getting every skill in the game and unlocking every achievement, getting all the gear, and completing everything we can in this world. So currently I think I'm just going to go and turn this glass into, or the sand into glass, and all of my steel, or all of my ingots into steel. And while that's going, we're just going to go around, look for more stuff, and just collect what we can. By the way guys, feel free to pop down into the comment section below and suggest any other games you think I should play, because I'd be up to hearing anything that you think I should do. And for now, I'm just going to go use that fairy, and yeah, tell me anything else you'd like to see on the channel. I'm considering maybe doing a Minecraft series later, but that obviously won't be until, maybe not when we've completed the Forager series, but certainly when we've gotten further into it. But yeah, go and tell me anything you'd like to see, and remember, like the video if you think I'm doing well, and just make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content in the future, and share this video with your friends to spread it around and let people know that I'm just here playing games, sort of having a chat with you guys. But back to Forager. For now, we'll just go around, collect these resources, get some items, and we're still working towards getting this slime gear. But after this episode, we should have all the slime gear we need, other than the gloves and the inscriptions to get us more XP, more movement speed, more attack speed, etc. But we can't get those until we get more skills unlocked, which we don't have quite yet. But for now, I'm going to go right ahead and see if I can't quickly go into build, economic, and right here, get a bank going and get some money passively being generated. And we're going to expand Vault Island here for now. And I think we're going to build just some bridges here so we can get our structures easier. And for now, that's just going to be there passively collecting money. And while we wait, I think we're going to go right ahead and buy this island down here, which is the Rainbow Island, which is a cool puzzle that we will need a key for. So let's go right ahead, come over here, and we need more iron for the key. So let's head over here, see if we can, make more iron. And in the meantime, we will build a bridge down here and see if we can't solve this puzzle. And over here, it seems that there's slime, but also a skeleton. Thankfully, we can deal with that pretty easily. So I'm just going to go out, clear out this island, and then see if we can't complete this puzzle right here. So I think we need to build yet another bridge here, but that should be all the bridges we need here, and we can just go clear it out and then take a look at the puzzle, which I think if you've looked at it, you probably can tell the solution already, judging by this rainbow here needs coloured mushrooms, but I won't go and give anything else away other than that for now. And this torch back here, I'll just go and collect that because we will need them later. Because a lot of the gear later will require them. And another artifact spot, sand and bones. Now, if you haven't figured out the solution already, what you need to do is come and hit these mushrooms. Red, orange, then yellow, green, blue, and purple. Comment down below if you figured it out before I showed you the solution. It's just following the colours of the rainbow, obviously. And for now, I'm just going to go collect up all these fishing traps because they've pretty much all caught something. Mainly fish. Dig up this artifact spot, get some more sand, which is nice, because then we can make more glass. And before this torch back here disappears, I'm going to go and grab it. And then we have 2, moving towards the 4 we need to get the slime pickaxe, which will make it so all the resources we mine drop gel, which will be nice for anything that uses gel in the future. And now guys, I'm just going to go and turn all my gold ores into ingots, and go ahead and turn all of my glass into bottles, and turn all of my cotton into thread. And right over here, guys, it seems like there's another cow spawned in. So we'll go ahead and collect the resources from that. And dig up this artifact spot here, which is just sand and gold, which I'm not complaining about. Sand and gold is useful. But just to highlight what I said earlier about the land becoming expensive, it's already in the hundreds. Over here it's 560. Over here it's 4,000. So the amount of money we need stacks up pretty quickly. Thankfully, there's a skill we can get later that will make the land cheaper when buying it. And I think it reduces it to 50% of the original price, which is nice. So guys, I'm just going to go around and collect all the resources, and I think this is time, or a good time, for another quick time-lapse segment. So, let's do this! Hey there again guys, as you can see I went around and collected up all the resources, put on some more resources to smelt up, and started creating a key so we can unlock this chest down here. Another thing I did is I actually leveled up, so let's go and see what skills we can get. So over here in the skill menu, I think that the next one we're going to go for is the pet skill, which spawns a friendly companion that will actually go around and collect resources that we mine up for us, and collect resources created from our machines for us. So, now that we have that, we get this little beet here. Thankfully this beet doesn't have a health bar, so it can't be killed by the evil slimes on the island. And over here, as you may have noticed, we got all the torch blocks we need for our slime pickaxe, so now all we need for both the slime pickaxe and the slime bow is more iron. So we'll just quickly go around the island and collect all the resources we can, trying to find as much iron as we can to make those. But looking at that, we've just collected the key for the chest down here. So let's go and open that and see what we get. And we get the nerdy glasses, which means the XP we gain is increased by a further 20%. Which is nice and useful for trying to level up again, unlocking as many skills as we can, and getting as powerful as we possibly can, as quick as we can. So guys, comment down below anything you think that I should do further in the episodes in the future series, whether you think I should just do an episode dedicated to just collecting items, maybe an episode dedicated to exploring, an episode dedicated to upgrading my base, that sort of thing. Comment down below any ideas you have for anything I should do. Some plans I do have for this file, or this world, and this series is to build up my base here in the forest biome, but maybe build a house somewhere in the ice biome. Just a nice little retreat that I can go to if the factory here gets too much. So as you can see, we've let the bank generate money for a bit. It's currently got 53 coins in it. I think I'm going to go right ahead and harvest those. And now we have 248, which is nearly enough to go ahead and buy our next item. And lucky in that, we just got another feat, which is nice because we are trying to collect all of those, which, as you can see, the ones we have are here. We have 3 of them out of 103. So, as you can tell right here, we have a lot more to go, including owning 100 nuclear structures at once. So a lot of these are going to be quite difficult to get, but we're going to persevere and we're going to get them all in this series. And up here we're going to just go and continue collecting all these rocks and collecting our coal, and as you can tell, because of the geology skill I unlocked, our coal stores are increasing rapidly, and pretty soon we're probably going to have more coal than we have any other resource. And I'm going to go and release this fairy here and let it fill up my energy and restore my health and give me a little bit of XP in preparation to fight this slime here. As I mentioned in the last episode, guys, I actually did a playthrough of this game before on my own, and when I got the pet skill in that playthrough, I actually got a little cat following me rather than this little beet, which looks kind of similar to the giant beets that we'll be seeing later, which may make me feel a bit bad for killing them, but there is a feat that requires me to do it, so sadly for this little guy, they're gonna have to go. But for now, I think I see an angry boar enemy over here, which we can't have that on the island, so let's just go get rid of that and collect the hide from it. And I think the next skill we're gonna get, guys, is gonna be the one that unlocks royals, possibly royal steel and royal clothing, and I think it might be that. It might just be the one that unlocks leather though. It's this sewing one here. It just unlocks leather, but we'll get the royal steel and royal clothing soon enough so we can get started making those as soon as possible to really get our production of late game items underway. And so here we are, just collecting our stuff, collecting resources, and we'll convert all of our stuff into ingots for now, and I think I'm going to go right ahead and actually create a few coins. And let's create 10 lots of coins. It should be 120 if my maths serves me correctly, which should be good to be able to buy new islands and make it so that maybe we explore at least 2 islands an episode. Sounds like a good amount to me. And there we go, I should have enough now to buy this northeastern island up here. And yep, there we go. And oh, speaking of the giant beets, there they are. I'm sorry little guy, but these guys have to go. Let's see what they have to say to us though. You're amazing and we love you! This game always makes me feel bad about doing this, but I have to. They give me lots of XP and they give me lots of feats which I can use for magical items later, and it's good to have these so that we won't have to farm them, and we can use this area here as a farm in the future. But sadly, this giant beet has to go. But there we go, we got the achievement for it. We could call the monster by the game, but I mean, we did kill those cute beets that only told us that they loved us. We still have our little one here, so we'll have someone to remember them by. And for now, let's just go clear out the rest of this island, and we'll unlock the sewing skill next, but after that we'll definitely unlock the farming skill as soon as we can. So start utilising this space here to generate crops and generate sort of outcomes with increasing our resources with plants. I think that made sense. I'm not sure. And guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and do another time lapse of me just heading around collecting resources, and I think I'm going to wait a bit first for some more to spawn in, and then we're going to help straight into a time lapse, and we will just go ahead and collect as much as we can. So let's get to it. Hey there again guys, so as you saw during the time lapse, and you may not have caught it, but at the start we actually got an anchor from our fishing farms, which is actually one of the artifacts we need to go get for the museum in the future. So I think what I might do is go right ahead and create an extra vault, and use our resources that we just collected to create a new vault, specifically to store artifacts so we can donate them later, but also so we can keep them for use in the crafting of powerful amulets and powerful items later. But for now, I'm going to go right ahead and craft this coveted slime pickaxe. I'm going to use the rest of my iron to make as much steel as I can for now, so I can go right ahead and make that bowl I spoke about. In the meantime, I'm just going to continue mining these rocks and dealing with these slimes. They really must know that I'm using them to create my tools. Otherwise, why else would they be spawning in so much? As you may have also seen guys, I leveled up during that time lapse, So I went right ahead and got the skill to craft leather and started turning some of my resources into leather. Some of the hide I've been collecting from all the angry boars and the cows around the island, and we'll be using that later to convert it into royal clothing and plastic and fiberglass in the future. But we'll also be using it to make basic gloves, basic boots, and the next backpack upgrade as soon as we can. And there you go, we've got another feat right there. That's moving towards our goal of getting them all. And I think I actually need more bricks, guys, so I'm gonna go right ahead and start producing more of those. I did not mean to make that many, so I'm gonna go get my resources back and make 60 of them instead. And in the meantime, I'm gonna convert all of my extra iron ore into ingots so I can work towards getting the 15 for that bow there. And obviously at the same time, we're still constantly collecting stones and resources to continue building up my island and my eventual empire here on this island, because this game is quite akin to capitalism sometimes. You go around, collect your stuff, and you go around collecting resources, invest it into your base so you can then collect more resources, and so you can invest more, and it's just an endless loop of investment, really. And with those bricks, I think we should now have enough to go right ahead and yep, there we go, build another vault. And I'm actually going to see if, once we have the next 23 bricks, we can actually build a secondary bank, which would be quite nice to have. In the meantime, I'll go and put that anchor in there, and just continue coming around and collecting everything, guys. After I get the slime pickaxe, I think that will be the end of my goals for today's episode, so I'll probably call it there, and then we can go on and start the fourth episode of the series with all of our gear that we can get at this current moment in slime. Looking at this, it looks like our pickaxe is nearly done, so after that we'll just, well, while we wait, and after that we'll just go around and continue collecting things, clearing out this area, collecting wood, collecting plants, and collecting stones for future projects. And there's more slimes yet again. Constantly more of them all over the place. And actually, while we wait for the iron to get the bow, guys, I think I'm going to go right ahead and make a bunch of arrows. I think I'm going to make 70 of them there. And let's just see, can we make any more iron? Yes, we can. I can make 3 more. 3 might not seem like much, but as much as we can get at this point, really. And so we're just going to continue walking around looking for these iron deposits, which they never seem to spawn in when you need them. That seems to see how this game works. Ooh, ruby right there, that would be nice. And when we get 5 of each gemstone, we can then use them to make a quarry. Which, once we have a quarry, we can then get loads and loads and loads of every stone resource. But we will need the skill to get them first, but I can get that as my next skill once we have enough. And there we go, guys. There's the slime pickaxe. So, now that we have that, resources have a small chance to drop slime and gel when we mine them. So let's go see if we can demonstrate that. Just over here. There we go, first one, we got some gel. So we should be able to collect this jelly quite easily now, and we'll just get a passive source of it, so if we ever need it for future slime gear like the gloves, the boots, and the glyphs in the future, then we'll have the jelly available to do that. For now, let's just continue collecting stuff, and my little beat friend here is doing a good job of picking up the resources that I'm dropping all over the place, and I'm thankful for them. And looking at that, there's another angry boar here, which means we can get some more hide and some more money to continue expanding in the future. But obviously, in the meantime, expansion is not what's on our mind right now. What's on our mind right now is iron and trying to collect it. So, see how much you can make. Level 3. Level 3 is good, and let's make some gold as well for now. And collecting some coal here. These coal rocks give us loads and loads of coal now, because they give us extra coal because of the extra minerals from each rock, and I think they give us extra coal because it's a rock, so it just drops coal as well. So the coal drops coal. It's crazy. And over here we've got to go and deal with more slimes yet again, and the slime bosses. This is just preparation for the slime bosses in the future, clearly. But for now, let's just go clear out all the stuff more iron, there's more gold down there, and there's more wood here. And there's yet another artifact check, which we're trying to find the fossil in this biome, which will be useful later for amulets. I think it's the demon amulet uses the fossil. And also, obviously, for donating to the museum, which completing the museum is one of our targets for this series, as I keep repeatedly saying. And I think I'm just going to go right ahead and make more leather here. And I think I'm out of thread. So when that's done, I'll go and make some thread as well. But looking at that, guys, we nearly have enough iron to make everything that we need to. So I'm just going to go and put this steel in here for now. And looking at that, it looks like we have enough bricks now to build... Yes, we have enough bricks to build a secondary bank. And that's actually enough to put us over the edge. So, speaking of that quarry from before, let's go and unlock the skill just down here. Prospective. Rocks have 10% more chances of dropping gems and increased chances of finding rare items when digging by 30%. That's not actually the skill we're trying to find, but I think this one might actually lead on to it. But we can check that out. We'll go get that, and yeah, here's the quarry skill. Deposit unlocks quarries. So now that we have that, the quarries actually use 5 of each gem type to craft. So now that resources have a higher chance of dropping, well, now that rocks have a higher chance of dropping gems, we should be able to collect those gems that we need slightly faster. And if you haven't noticed, guys, I am actually breaking the rocks and the plants and the resources quicker because of our slime pickaxes' increased damage towards environmental objects. And so there's actually a cow up here, so let's go get the meat and the hide from that, and also the XP that we'll use to get more skills later. Max level is 65, and we've leveled up quite quickly here, but that rate of leveling up will definitely slow down later on, and we'll almost entirely be relying on spirit orbs at the end to get our level ups. And here we have 5 rubies, so that's enough rubies now to get all of the quarries that we need. And here we go, yet another feat that we've gotten. We're getting them quite passively now. We've gotten quite a few of those this episode, which is quite nice. And nice, there's another topaz. We have 3 of those now. And here we're just collecting this and collecting all these materials. And there was actually a digging spot under there, which gave us yet more gems, which is nice to collect because we need them for many things in the future, as I keep saying. And down here, I think we actually need... Yes, we need topaz for the golden wallet here. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and make some more thread. We need topaz and glass for that, and we can collect both of those fairly easily. Now, let's just kill that skeleton to protect our structures from it, because it will actually attack them if left alone. And eat, because we need more food. And let's continue collecting these resources. So I hope you're having fun, guys. I hope you're enjoying watching my content, and like I always say, subscribe for more, give me a like if you enjoy what I'm doing, and comment down below on any suggestions or even just to say hi. I'll be checking it and try to respond to as many of you as I can, and just, yeah, having fun. I enjoy filming these videos, so I hope you enjoy watching them. I think I'm going to go and see if we can make any more glass, and I in fact can, which is nice because I will, as we saw, need that later, and we need a lot more bottle torch bugs for that medium backpack as well as the leather. So I'm just going to go around collecting all of this, and here's more iron, and I think we nearly have enough for that slime bow. So I'm just going to continue collecting stuff, and once we have enough, I think I'm going to go right ahead and just cut to when we get it, because otherwise we just have to sit here and wait for the furnaces to just finish crafting the things, the iron, and then wait for the forge to finish crafting the bow. And I'm going to go check now, right after harvesting these fishing traps, and just collecting this little bit more iron here just in case. Now that we have that, I'm going to come up here and sit on the furnace. We have 13 and we can make a further 5, and we need 15 in total, so we have enough, thankfully. And I'm just going to kill that skeleton, and I'm going to harvest these banks so that they are in sync with each other, and we have enough gold now so that next episode, guys, we should be able to just instantly start expanding our island, exploring a bit more, and seeing what we can find. So I've got 15 iron ingots now, so I'm just going to hop right on, make the slime bow, and like I know I said that I would cut to when it's done, guys, but there's more resources over here and more slimes to fight. So what I think I'm going to do is just fight them and just continue having a chat with you. There's a skeleton over here, so I'll definitely stop that from destroying any of my things. And there's a bunch of artifact spots, so let's see what we can get. Sand and arrows, that'll be good for our new bow. Sand and bones. And there's no others over here, so let's collect this stone, these berries, flowers, fiber, more coal, and some more gold. I think the next set of tools, guys, is the golden tools, so all of this gold will be quite useful. I think the golden sword, 6 leather, and 10 leather, and 20 gold ingots. We should be able to get that soon. Golden pickaxe, 20 iron, 25 gold, and 5 bottled beetles, which are found in the desert area. The water shovel is, we cannot get the water shovel until we go to the graveyard biome. So until then, we'll just leave that for there. And I'm going to quickly grab this fairy here, because I'm running low on energy. Harvest more of my fishing traps. As you can see, guys, we're really starting to collect a lot of fish now, that we have more of them and that they're collecting faster. Once we get the artifact that makes them automatically collect, we'll really be collecting fish then, and collecting a lot of food so that we'll never run out of energy in the future. Looking at this, it looks like the boat's halfway done. Once we get the thunder rod, we'll be able to speed it up a lot. And then we'll also be able to speed it up once we get the, I think it's the inscription table that lets me make builder scrolls, which increase the speed that things are built. Here, there's another one of these angry boars. I don't think these are structures, but they charge at me whenever I see them. So I'm just going to get rid of that one there and protect me from it in the future. And as you can see, guys, the ice biome is actually up here at the top. If you didn't know, you could probably tell by the snowflakes falling from the sky. And I'm just going to actually come down here and see if I can't build a second sewing machine, and I can, so I'm going to put that right there, and there we go, we actually get another feed for that, which is quite nice. And it also means that I can go and create thread while also creating more leather at the same time. And I'm just going to continue going around and collecting the resources here on this island, and the bow should be done fairly soon, and then I think we're going to call it there for this episode. We've done quite a lot today. I think this might be around the same length, if not longer than episode 2, and I hope you enjoy watching it if it is. So I'm just going to check up here again, and yep, more items up here. And I'm just going to cut to when this bow is finished. And here we go, guys. As you can see, we've gone and collected the slime bow. There's 3 attack damage and shoots arrows from your inventory. You can hold down attack to draw and release shoot. To draw, release and shoot. So, if we just test that out quickly, as you can see, we can fire arrows and we have a counter down there. Once we get the quiver artifact, we have infinite, but these arrows actually do more damage than this sword here does. But I think I'm going to call it there for today, guys. It's been a pleasure filming this, and make sure to drop a comment in the comment section down below with any suggestions on what you'd like to see in the future, and like I said earlier, any other games you'd like to see me play. But remember, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you want to see more, and share with your friends to spread my channel around, and just tell people that I'm here playing games for them. So, until next time, bye bye!